Okay, today we're going to do the glass on the Samsung S5, and this one, the customer tried to remove the glass himself, so you can see some scratches on there, and then they brought it in to us. We removed all the glass, and I'm just going to show you. Let me see, power it on for you. The S5. Now this one, I can tell you, the glass, it's a little bit harder to remove due to the fact that the LOCA is, if for some reason, it's just harder to remove, so you got to take your time. Don't rush it, because you will probably end up breaking the LCD. But there it goes, and we're gonna swipe. Okay, there it goes. Everything is working, as you can see. Let's get out of there. Oh, get out of there, because I have the battery removed, so that came up. And so we're gonna go ahead and put the new digitizer on there. So, well, the glass, should I say, not the digitizer, because the digitizer is on the LCD itself. But I guess because my hands are a little bit sweaty. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do the glass on it. My knuckles probably work. Ha. So let's go ahead and do the LOCA, and we'll go from there. Let's see, get this sucker cleaned up a little bit. I'm gonna remove all the small glasses. Let's see, still small glass here. You don't want to leave no glass behind, because then the new glass won't sit properly. I usually put new adhesive around there, but this one seems to hold up pretty well. I don't think I'll need to replace the adhesive itself. Probably trim it down here. I can probably put a piece there. Yeah, it's no problem. Put some right there. Okay. Yeah, this one is, I don't know, I found it a lot harder to remove the glass, is due to the fact that the glass, for some reason, it's like a different LOCA almost. Or maybe just because I was just being very careful, didn't want to break the LCD screen. And where you gotta be careful is the home button. The home button actually has a flex cable on this one. I don't know if you can see right in here. That's the flex cable for the home button, and that's where you gotta be very, very careful. You don't want to be too aggressive on the bottom. Now on this one, I didn't have the problem like on the S3 and the S4, where these two keypads lifted up. But you still want to be very careful and not be too aggressive on there, because you don't want to rip those off. And as you know that the S5 does not have screws in the back to access it, you'll have to remove the LCD screen to get into the motherboard. In this case, we don't need to. But I have done one of these screen replacements before, but it was just the whole LCD screen and not just the glass with LOCA glue. I had bought the whole assembly because they needed an LCD replacement. Let me see, I'm gonna put some size here, and then some here. That'll hold it. You just want it to hold down the glass. Right there, you shouldn't have no problems. While you're in there, you might want to just clean up too, like any little dust that's left over, or from the LOCA. So you can either use I'm using the air compressor to blow off any excess dirt or dust or small particles that might be hanging around. And we're gonna use this glass here. It's black. The original one that I removed was blue, but I don't have a blue, and the customer was fine with the black one. So we're gonna go with black. So we're gonna put our LOCA down, and you can find this on eBay. I have a link on the description of this video, and here it goes. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I've done many of these, the S4s, S3s, Note2s, Note3s, and even Note1s and S2s. I think right there is right about right. I don't think that's too much. I think it'll work out perfect. We'll see right now. And then where's my trusty tool? It's over here. So there it goes. Worked out pretty well. Alright, so as you can see, the scratches that it had on there, they're filling in. You shouldn't be able to see it once the LOCA cures. And that's what I like about this LOCA that I sell. And like I said, I tried many LOCAs out there in the market, and some of them were just too watery, some were just too thick, and none of them were right what you want or what you need. But this one seemed to work fine for me, so I just recommend it. I had a guy that does cell phone repairs here in Arlington, Texas. He has his own store, and he came by, picked up some from me, so he likes the way it works. As you can see, like the LOCA hasn't even dried up yet because I haven't cured it underneath the UV light, but as you can see, it's already get a way better response than when my hands were all sweaty, and maybe because it was missing the LOCA in between. But now I don't have too much LOCA. I just got a couple air pockets here, and as I put it under the UV light, this will cure, and we won't have to worry about it any problems whatsoever. So I don't know if you can see my UV light. Let me adjust this camera a little bit. It's right in there. I'm gonna turn it on here, and let me see if I can get some more of this power cable. There it goes. Okay, so we're going to use the UV light. What I always do, I stick, I hold it down, make sure there's no air pockets on this side. And as you can see, there was no air pockets whatsoever, or no air bubbles. So we're gonna go and just kind of hold it gently. Don't squeeze too much. Don't put too much pressure on there. And then we're just gonna put it in here little by little. I always like to go either from the top down or from the bottom up. It depends what you're more comfortable with. So I like to do it, leave it in there for a couple minutes, or even just I don't know, 30 seconds or so, and then just push it in more. You just want to keep checking up on it, make sure there's no air pockets that are coming through, or small bubbles that are appearing as far as like from the corners, because once the LOCA is cure, there's no way to get those air bubbles out. So as you can see, there's no air bubbles on this one, and we're just holding it underneath the UV light. I'm gonna use my my little trusty rag with a little bit of alcohol. It's 99% pure. I mean 91. I'm sorry, 91. I don't get the 97 or the 70. I try to go with the most I can get as far as pure alcohol. And as you can see, the glass is leveled out, and I can actually put it in there now. I don't see no air pockets appearing. I'm gonna flip it over and kind of hold it down and make sure there's nothing that appears on there. There's nothing whatsoever. So now I always like to leave it inside the UV light for you know, the recommended time, I think, is like 3 to 5 minutes. It doesn't hurt if you leave it in there 10 to 15. I personally leave it in there about 10 minutes just to make sure that it all cures. You don't want customer to come back and say, hey, a line appeared or anything like that, because the LOCA didn't cure all the way, so then therefore it'll be loose or still liquidy. But that's it. That's the way you do the that's the Samsung S5 glass replacement. Next time I'll do the video on how to remove the glass, or the portion of it that we removed. I didn't have a camera with me at the time, so I had to bring it back to the shop, and well, we're just gonna let it cure. And the description to the link for the LOCAs on the bottom of this video, in the description, and thumbs up and rate it. I still gotta leave it in there longer. I'm just gonna show you everything's working perfect. There you go. Sweet. Thumbs up and subscribe, YouTubers. Thank you. Bye bye.